Coming up on Scroll Digital, a bank robber is still on the run in the Rexburg area.
And we'll show you the visit from the Idaho Supreme Court at BYU-Idaho. Stay tuned, Scroll Digital starts now.
Welcome to this edition of Scroll Digital. I'm Ashlyn Green.
And I'm Tracy Flatt. Thanks for watching this edition of Scroll Digital, keeping you connected to campus, community, and current events. Word that a bank robber from Wednesday night is still on the run. Yesterday after 4:30 p.m., the East Idaho Credit Union in Rexburg was robbed. The robber made threats to employees while shutting them into the safe and cleaning out the bank, taking an undisclosed amount of money. He was wearing a mask, baggy jeans, a black hooded sweatshirt, and black gloves, and tennis shoes. He was Caucasian, about 5'10", and weighs between 200 to 230 pounds. We have a few statements from students that were present at the robbery, and let's take a look.
My husband and I were driving on our way over to Walmart, and a cop was standing up ahead pulling over each car, and he had an AR rifle around his neck, and he stopped every car and asked us if we had any unwanted bodies or persons in the car. So we thought that was weird.
So long story short, I heard a voice behind me, and it said, "Nobody move, I'm here to rob the bank, I'm gonna shoot you." And so then I was like, what is going on? So I turned around, and that's where I saw the guy. He was wearing a black mask, black shirt. He's wearing dark navy blue pants and some like whitish, darkish tennis shoes. And it was just like the movies. He had an AK-47 in the air, and then he kind of walked like 3 or 4 steps, and I'm just kind of like froze and put my hands up. And then what happened is he pointed the gun at me just like this and kind of walked forward because he wanted to get to the teller desk to get the money, and so I just kind of did a little sidestep.
Officials are saying that the man may be armed and is considered dangerous. The public should not approach him, but contact the authorities if they see him. The FBI is offering up to $20,000 for any information leading to the individual or individuals responsible.
Attention to Twitter users at BYU-Idaho. According to BBC News, thousands of Twitter users have received various emails that their Twitter account has been compromised by a third party. Interestingly enough, other media organizations such as TechCrunch blog have had this mass email sent to them. Twitter has given no sign that there is any source of who compromised them. Twitter also stated, "When we believe an account may be compromised, we reset the password and send out an email letting the account owner know that this has happened, along with information of how they can create a new password. This is routine and part of our process to protect our users. Currently, Twitter has apologized for any inconvenience that it may have caused their users."
Students gathered in the Snow Drama Theater today to watch the Idaho Supreme Court live in action. Stephanie Gilbert and Lauren Anderson have more on what took place during the case.
The Idaho Supreme Court visited BYU-Idaho today to give students, employees, faculty, and members of the community an opportunity to see firsthand how the appellate courts operate.
I was amazed with how they each brought a little piece of information. They would ask certain questions, so together as a whole they were really prepared and just very professional.
It was really interesting. I'm here for one of my classes. I'm in an intro to law class, and so a lot of the stuff that we've been studying about contracts and everything like that came up during the case. So that was interesting to me to see how it really all applies, instead of just talking about it in a classroom setting, but actually like getting to see how it's applied.
This is our 3rd time coming to the Rexburg campus. As I indicated this morning, we're always impressed with the seriousness of the student body, as well as the studiousness of the student body and the good questions we do get from the student body when we interact with them. So it's always a very valuable visit, not only for the court, but also I think for the students.
The Idaho Supreme Court has been traveling around the state. They heard 2 cases here on campus and heard 2 yesterday in Pocatello. Decisions on cases will be made in 30 to 60 days. Reporting from the Snow Drama Theater, this is Stephanie Gilbert and Lauren Anderson, Scroll Digital.
The justices last visited Rexburg in 2008, about 5 years ago. Keep an eye out for the next visit in order to be a part of this special opportunity.
The Sporty Building is unique on campus for its art display of pictures that were made not by professionals but by students. Our reporter Brianne Jameson has more.
It's a fantastic way for students to show off their hard work, as well as give the building a special artistic feel. Typically, different groups of photos and pictures are on display in the Spory Art Gallery for about a week at a time.
These photos are from students' work throughout the semester, and they choose a large format print and process them in Photoshop and everything from shooting them, and then it's quite the process, and this is kind of a culminating project throughout the semester.
Sometimes these pictures come out perfect, first time with just a basic camera. Other times, though, they need to be touched up with various editing programs and tools.
It's neat because we learn Photoshop really well, and a lot of time goes into post-processing photos. It's, you know, people think that just taking a photo's easy, but it's the post-processing. So you really think your shot through and compose it and make sure that everything looks good in camera, and then in Photoshop we do post-processing, and some photos will take, you know, hours upon hours.
The photos on display now are from the digital imaging and professional imaging classes, where students learn more about using programs like Photoshop, Illustrator, Bridge, and Whiteroom to edit and enhance the photos they've taken.
It's awesome to see students' progress in this course. A lot have come in hardly having taken any photos, and by the end they've got beautiful work up like this.
From the Spory Building, this is Brianne Jameson, Scroll Digital.
All students interested in the digital imaging and professional imaging classes who only have a small point-and-shoot camera, DSLR cameras are available for checkout in the David O. McKay Library. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Scroll Digital. I'm Ashlyn Green. Thanks for watching.
And I'm Tracy Flatt. Scroll Digital continues online at BYU-Icom.net. Have a great day.